Well, this not meant for is a little, it seems to belong to the sort of fatalistic life by statistics school of brahmachari life, which is something that's come into vogue, I don't know when, sometime mainly after Prabhupada's departure, which says something like, according to the laws, according to the statistics, whatever percent, 80% or 90% or 75% of all the brahmacharis wind up getting married. And therefore, you might as well get married because by the law of statistics, it's destined. You know, that's a sort of self-fulfilling prophecy. It's not that even if 95% of the boys wind up becoming brahmacharis, well, therefore, I bet that when we can get married, I might as well get married too to make sure that the statistics stay. It's a wild argument when you think about it. It makes no sense at all. If 9 out of 10 grahastas wound up becoming vanaprasthas and sannyasis, you wouldn't find vanaprasthas, you know, those who were hanging on saying, well, it's the law of statistics, so I guess I better renounce household. That they don't do. It's not statistical. So does not cut out to be a brahmachari. Try it. That was basically Prabhupada's approach. Now try to remain brahmachari. Why? Save yourself a lot of trouble. You have your full time available. You have no baggage. You're free. You don't have to get involved in working hard to get money. You don't have to supply bangles and saris and sex and food and all of that. Just chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Life is simple. Full-time service. And your life is uncomplicated, no attachments. At least no big attachments. You're doty. You're fat, you know, whatever it is. Attachments are brahmachari. So try it. Try it with determination. And Krishna may help you. Just stay brahmachari and stay happy. But if it becomes too difficult, you're not able to withstand the pressure of feminine attraction and so on. Don't go chasing women around. Don't be a false brahmachari. A brahmachari by day and a womanizer by night. They get married. That was essentially Prabhupada's approach. That if you can maintain as a brahmachari, that's good. But if you find it too inconvenient, Prabhupada would sometimes say, if it's too inconvenient, then get married. Serve Krishna from that position. As we have so many nice masters who can do that. But Prabhupada's sort of default was, if you're not already linked up, then you're still free. So remain free. But if it's too difficult, then get married and serve from that. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
Sharan, Prabhu.
Just a couple of points, Maharaj. One, I know in relation to statistics, you previously mentioned an example of how good statistics are to use as evidence, that maybe statistics saying that a certain percentage of the world are going to get AIDS.
Therefore I should get AIDS also.
So I go ahead and inject myself, yeah, because why not? That's statistics, I'm enjoying statistics. But, because Chandramali Swami mentioned the other day about when brahmachari.
Imagine a warfield where the statistics were like 7 out of 10 soldiers went down on your side, and today it was only 6.
He was preaching one brahmachari who was struggling, and then over a couple of years he kept encouraging him. At some point he said it became impossible. And either chose the words, he said, unable to resist. So I'm wondering, I'm thinking how much more specific is it possible to get when a brahmachari should decide this is impossible, or this is too much. But is it too personal, or is it more physical?
Sometimes Prabhupada would see that someone was restless, and he would prescribe marriage for that person. That's one thing. Spiritual masters gives directions. You remain brahmachari, you get married. So that's one thing. By the direction of the spiritual master. Sometimes you're not thinking of getting married, and the spiritual master for some reason may want that. So that's one thing. That's the main thing, actually, rather than being mental. So if one has some question about that, one may approach the spiritual master or senior devotees. This is the position. Because often we don't see from inside what people will see from outside. It may be good to take advice from senior and experienced people who don't have the pro-glass advice. Just from the world of statistics, before you jump off and say, well, 80% of the brahmacharis are going to get married anyway, you might also consider that 50% of the Vestas are going to get divorced. You don't go by statistics. Yes?
In this discussion, we had the point that there's 4 basic desires, and one is to control. And if you have this possession, that kind of anatta, then mostly it leads to...
So then you have to talk right into it.
Okay.
Your chin doesn't, nothing comes out there.
Sorry. So, and if you have this possession anatta, it said it mostly leads to the grihastha ashram. So I was wondering how to purify this anatta without getting...
Build something up for Krishna. You know, if you have a tendency to collect too much or something, doesn't mean that you have to become a grihastha. You can become this kind of biggest collector. It's not that the only thing you can do with that. I mean, it's energy. The energy to control, the energy to manipulate, the energy to, that can be used even from the brahmachari side. You can run a big Sankirtan party with 100 people, 200 people. Non-DVT division, non-college books, distribute books, help build up a temple, build up a congregation. There's so many things that we can do if we have passion. Use your passion for Krishna. Use your passion for Krishna. It's not that the only thing that can be done with passion is we use it in married life. I mean, generally speaking, if you want to build something up, you want to control. Just to control one woman or staff. She winds up controlling you anyway.